Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Marcus, and today in this tutorial I'm going to share with you how to design this typography poster in Adobe Illustrator. First thing, let's set up our document. We are going to use a 1700 by 2400 pixels in RGB mode and press create. Next, select the type tool, click on our artboard and scale the text up and write some numbers. And let's change the font to Helvetica New Bold. Now let's right click and create outlines, and right click again to ungroup the numbers so we can design a nice composition. Select them all and group them all again. This is important for the next step, as we need to add an isometric perspective to the numbers. Then let's go to Effects, 3D and Materials, 3D Classic and select Rotate. Now on the 3D Rotate options, let's use an isometric top position and press OK. Then go to Object and select Expand. Expanding a graphic in Illustrator creates this clipping mask around it. We don't need it, so let's delete it using the Direct Selection tool. Now let's select our numbers. Go to the top menu, Edit and make a copy. Before we paste it, let's create a new layer and lock our first layer. Then let's go back to Edit and paste in place. Before we apply the distortion effect on the numbers, let's create a new layer for our background. Using the rectangle tool, let's make a shape the exact size of our artboard. And let's change its color to a nice red. Let's lock the layer and let's go back to our numbers. Now let's just change their color. I will use a white to contrast with the bottom numbers and the background. And let's ungroup them so we can select them individually. Perfect. Now it's time to add the distortion effect. Let's go to Object, Envelope Distort and make it with Mesh. It will open a small window with a mesh configuration, so you can add how many rows and columns you want. I like to start with a low number, something around 2 or 3, because we can always add more later if you need to. Press OK, and as you can see, our graphic has this mesh around it, and the way it works is, using the Direct Selection tool, you can select the mesh points and move them to distort your graphic and create this effect. But imagine that you need more definition in your mesh, for a more complex distortion, or you aren't happy with your distortion and want to start again. Don't worry, that's easy. On the top of the window, you will see the Envelope Mesh configuration menu. And here you can add more rows and columns and reset your shape. Now we know how this tool works, so it's time to apply the same treatment to the remaining letters. When you finish, let's unlock the layer with the black numbers. Then select them all and scale them up to make the layout more interesting. Now go back to the text menu and write some inspiring words. I'm going to use the word enjoy. And as the final step, let's select it all and group it all together. And using the rectangle shape tool, let's make another rectangle, the same size of the artboard. Leave it covering everything and then select them all and right click and create a clipping mask. And that's it, our poster is finished. I love this style, it's very simple and bold, but very effective. We can achieve great results just by choosing 3 colors in high contrast with a little typography composition. Well, that's it for today. Let me know if you enjoyed it, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, bye bye.